tonight's ABC 10 News Sports featured high school football matchup. Eastlake High at Otay Ranch High.
Welcome everybody here to another night of Friday night football here at Eastlake High School. Tonight, Otay Ranch takes on Eastlake. Otay Ranch, the home team.
For the Titans, we have Tony Gonzalez.
Playing at Eastlake.
We have number 24, Esteban Moss. And number 26, Isaac Bueno.
And as we said tonight, Otay Ranch versus Eastlake High Mustangs taking on the Titans. Two evenly matched teams by all the stat sheets. Likely to be a pretty strong competition from both sides.
Their kicker is number 17, Joseph Fireball.
And first quarter about to get underway here at Eastlake High.
Number 24, Esteban Moss, takes the kickoff right around the goal line. Doesn't go into the end zone, so he does return it successfully, crosses the 30-yard line. Nice return for the Titans.
You heard it right there. We're actually right under the speaker of the game tonight, so makes our job a lot easier in terms of play calling, huh?
We should know who the players are.
If we don't know the players' names, if we don't know where the ball stops, we got an issue, a hearing problem then.
Our PA announcer is going to be working with us tonight.
Yeah.
Number 2, Trayton White, the ball carrier. Stopped by 99, David Otay. Pick up about 3 yards on the play. 2nd and 7.
There we go, short run right there. 3 yards, as we heard the PA announcer, 2nd and 7.
Number 2, Trayton White, the ball carrier.
Nice run there by Trayton White, diving for the sticks there. I think they picked up the first down.
Even facing, a pretty, again, evenly matched team, evenly matched defense, still pushing for those extra inches.
That's what Coach Christensen said this week at Otay Ranch. He goes, mirror images of each other. These teams pretty much evenly balanced.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5, Christian Aguilar, the ball carrier. Some tough yards running up the middle.
Yeah, definitely tough yards running up the middle. Whole slew of Otay Ranch defensive players on that play.
2nd and 6.
Second and 6, and looks like we've got about 10:30 left in the first. Number 2, Trayton White again.
Number 2, Trayton White, the ball carrier, up the middle. Decent gain, finally stopped by Jonathan Nava. Very close to the marker, it's going to be short. Going to be 3rd and about 1 for the Titans.
See, last game, we saw a bunch of running, and we said, hey, they're just going to run it.
Yeah.
And then what happened? Then they started airing it out.
Will Smith, the fullback, on the carry up the middle.
Tough yard there.
But it looks like he does get enough for the first down. Ball is at the 41-yard line of Otay Ranch. 1st and 10, Titans.
That was a tough yard right there.
Yeah.
Picked it up.
First and 10, 9:40 left.
Oh, nice hole. Nice
number
hole.
5, Christian Aguilar. Carry off right tackle. Stopped by number 4, Noah Concepcion. Nice gain on the play.
You know, Eastlake, they got a freshman at quarterback, Johnny Lamone. Throw the ball quite well this year. Now, coming into the game, 19 to 28, a couple of touchdowns.
Yeah, last week against Bonita Vista, had himself a pretty good game. 5 of 6, 50 yards.
Number 2, Trayton White, the ball carrier.
Not a lot there.
99, David Otay.
So far, just keeping it on the ground.
On the play. No, now they've moved it. Looks like nope. They're figuring it out. About a yard on the play. 3rd and 1.
Starting it off with a bit of a game of patience, if you will. You know, just kind of hammer it down on the ground, little by little. Got to believe the process will work out, right?
Because, you know, they say you keep running it, and that'll eventually set up the
Number
passing
4,
game.
Will Smith,
Right.
the ball carrier. Up the middle, again for a short game, but he didn't need much, and he did get enough for the first down. Stopped by 64, Dominic Yancey.
That's Will Smith, who doubles as a
2 yard gain is
linebacker
enough
as
for a
well.
Titan first down. We have a timeout on the field. This one's called by Otay Ranch.
Big game, 3-0, 3-0.
Rivalry.
Undefeated season. One of these teams is going to be going to the off season,
Right.
short off season,
Yeah.
undefeated. And that's better than going in 3-1. So,
And you have to believe both teams so motivated off of just pretty dominating wins in their own rights.
Yeah.
And now, you know, you got 2 Goliaths facing each other. And like you said, shortened season, they're laying it all out there, right? Because you don't know, what's going to happen after this game if you're going on.
yeah, like both coaches said, a lot of these guys, a lot of these seniors, this is it.
Yeah.
No more. They won't put the helmet on anymore. Maybe a few guys going off to college at some level, but this is it for most of these guys.
Yeah.
Pass by Johnny Lamone over the middle is complete. Caught by number 8, which is Daniel Dunkel. Check that. Number 8 is
Deshaun Burdette on the
he had over 10
reception.
yards on the play.
We knew that was coming.
Right.
Lull him to sleep with the
And
running
Titan first
game. Air Force does that quite a bit.
Just a matter of when it was going to happen.
When it was going to happen. They lull him to sleep and then over the top there.
Then back to number 2, Trayton White.
Trayton White, the ball carrier. Stopped by number 37, Aiden Arguila.
You know, coming in, the rivalry's been a little one-sided over the last few years. Actually, coming in, Eastlake
4 yards.
has won 13 of the last 15.
2nd and 6.
So I think Otay Ranch kind of wants to change that
Right.
this year.
And to do that on senior night on top of it,
Yeah,
pretty special for these guys.
good coverage right there.
Passing complete. Intended again for number 8. Quarterback on that play was Johnny Limon.
Well covered on that play.
They must have heard you.
They heard me, yeah. Still scoreless. As you can see down there at the bottom of the screen, 7:35 left to go in the first quarter.
Number 5, Christian Aguilar, the ball carrier. Stopped by Jonathan Nava and Noah Concepcion.
Little room there up the middle.
Looks like about 4 yards. Maybe 3.5 yards up the middle. Brings up
You got to figure with 3 backs in the backfield,
4th down.
they're going to rely on the running game tonight. Just an observation.
4th and
I mean, so far, finding the success that they have, it's the first possession, of course,
Yeah.
but, if you can drive this far with the run game, it's probably a good sign for the rest of the time. Yep. there we go.
Almost broke that.
Christian Aguilar again up the gut.
Christian Aguilar, enough for the first down. That'll move the trains.
Stopped by number 17, Joseph Fireball.
Down to about the 4-yard line.
And now, like you said, 2 options, right? Continue with that ground game, or now that you've lulled them to sleep.
I'm going to go with the ground game here.
1st and goal for the Titans. Touchdown, Eastlake.
Will Smith,
Number 4,
You're
Will
right.
Smith.
not the Fresh Prince.
Dribbles about 4 yards into the Mustang end zone for a Titan touchdown.
That one was too easy.
It's it's funny because you expect going in, just by the record, by the stats, these guys are going to be tough, and they are still. This means nothing. It's still a tough team.
Yeah.
But to find those little gaps shows you just how well prepared they are. I think going into this.
Yeah. No, that was a great drive. They just kept the ball on the ground through the one pass, through a couple passes, but they grounded it out.
And you have to think that's what it's going to come down to, which is finding those little tiny mistakes, those little opportunities, and really capitalizing on them.
33 seconds remaining in the first period of play. Your score: Eastlake 7, Otay Ranch 0.
Well, like the PA announcer said, 7-0.
Eastlake first on the board.
First on the board. Still 6:33 to go in the first quarter. A lot of football.
Yeah, plenty of time for it. Otay.
We know Otay can put a lot of points on the board, so gonna have to see what happens here. I think they'll air it out a little more than that we just saw with Eastlake, but yeah, they found the end zone in the previous 3 games. They found the end zone quite a few times.
Last game, shutout Hilltop. A lot of passing attack in that game as well. They can go that way with these guys too, or they can replicate just what happened there with Eastlake and just hit the ground game too. So they're really well versed all around.
And you want to find the end zone. This last game for these seniors, they can say my last game I scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
Will Smith can say that right
now. We
now.
also have Gannon Sanders deep. The kickoff by the Titans kicker, Kalen Jones, sails out of bounds, which draws a flag. This will give the Mustangs good field position.
So we'll see what the Mustangs can do. They're going to
not a bad start.
Go on offense for the first time. Yeah, not a bad start.
We'll start off around the 20, 30 yard line. Excuse me, 35. The chains keep moving for them.
As long as they're going up the field,
right?
I don't think they mind.
All right, we finally have a football to play with, and it's on the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Brian Rudden, the quarterback.
Brian Rudden, 12 for 14 last week for 142 yards, and there he goes again.
Wow.
First play intended
Pass
for
from Brian Rudden, attempted
number 1, Carl Addy.
Number 1, Carl Addy. It is dropped for an incomplete. This will bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Rudden's been good so far this year, completing 65% of his passes. That's good. 7 touchdown passes in the 3 previous games. So he's putting up some good numbers, just a sophomore.
Yeah. Number 5, DJ Meno.
Number 5, DJ Meno, the ball carrier. Dances quite around back there, and looks like he manages to avoid a loss.
Nice play by Marcus
House.
House.
The line of scrimmage for no gain.
Kind of disrupted that play in the backfield there.
And number 55, Matthew Marcus. 3rd and 10.
6 minutes left in the first quarter now.
That'll make the first down a little easier.
Looks to be encroachment, but we'll let the referees make that decision.
Appears the refs agreed.
It is, and it's a 5-yard penalty. This will bring up 3rd and 5 for the Mustangs from the 40.
Yeah, 3rd and 5 much easier than 3rd and 10.
Brian Rudden over the top there.
Pass is complete to number 44, Armando Rodriguez from the quarterback, Brian Rudden.
Nice grab by Rodriguez. He had a man on him. They might have thrown a flag on that play anyway.
Line of Otay Ranch, and that is good enough for a Mustang first down.
Defender looked like he might have been there just a tad early, but good catch.
Well, like you said, yeah, he stuck with it, shook him off, and
Otay Ranch at their own 46-yard line.
trying to go around it there. Flag on the play.
Thrown out of bounds by the Titans number 8, Gabe Acosta. There was a flag on the play by the near sidelines.
Nice play by the Eastlake defense, just kind of stringing that one out. He had nowhere to go.
Penalty is a face mask penalty against the Titans.
It's like 1st and 8 now.
Number 1, Carl Addy, the ball carrier. Up the middle for a short gain.
Picked up a couple yards.
Stopped by Matthew Marcus and Will Smith.
Addy, the workhorse for Otay Ranch, averaging 110 yards coming in. He's found the end zone 5 times as well, so probably going to call his number quite a few times tonight.
Carl Addy once again.
The ball carrier up to get for looks like around 7 yards. Stopped by number 4, Will Smith, but that 7-yard gain is going to be enough for a Mustang first down.
Nice hole up there in the middle for Addy. First down yardage, move the chains.
The strong thing about these guys, you know, it's not just Carl Addy. You got Ethan Knight, number 22. You've got 7, Mason Rasmussen. All 3 of them really put on a show last week, each scoring one of the Mustangs' touchdowns against Hilltop.
Good coverage.
Pass deep down the sidelines, falls incomplete. He was intended for number 17, Joseph Fireball. This will bring up a 2nd and 10.
It's like Jaden Jackson on the coverage for Eastlake. He was right in his back pocket. We'll bring up 2nd and 10. Otay Ranch moving the ball on the Eastlake 42-yard line. 3:49 to go in the first quarter.
Number 24, Oscar Sandoval, the ball carrier. Met by a couple of Titans. And
Matthew Barkus all over that one. Every time I see the 55, you got to think Junior Seau
on the stop. So we're at 3rd and 11.
That may have been what stopped him in his tracks too. You know,
may have been.
He was coming around, but really just kind of hit a wall there. A lot of Titans waiting for him.
Pass intended for Joseph Fireball, who falls down on the play, and the ball sails past him. The incomplete pass will bring up a 4th and 11 for the Mustangs.
Fourth down, 11. A punting situation.
Tony Gonzalez and Isaac Bueno
Jonathan Nava will boot it away.
to receive the punt.
3:05 left here in the first quarter. Picked up there by number 1.
Tony Gonzalez of the Titans
Tony Gonzalez.
grabs the punt, hit immediately by a couple Mustangs, but he does get past the 20-yard line, stopped by Jalen Sanders. And also Epati Balabe. referees placed the ball at the 22-yard line.
Got a good crowd out here tonight.
Yeah.
The senior night
22
for
yard line of
Otay
Eastlake,
Ranch.
the Titans take over 1st and 10. Johnny Lee Moden
First
at
and 10
quarterback for the
Eastlake
Titans.
now on the 22-yard line.
You know the guys on the field have been missing this too, right? Hearing screaming in the crowds, cheerleaders.
Cheerleaders, yep.
Having that senior night feeling once again, you know?
Number 26, Isaac Bueno, the ball carrier. Stopped by number 37, Aiden Aguila.
You know, we got the roster here. Isaac Bueno, the ball carrier there. They list him at 5'6", 0 pounds. I don't think that's correct. I don't think that's correct.
Pass incomplete. Intended for number 26, Isaac Bueno.
You know, I'm sure whoever he's facing when he's running down there hopes he
Incomplete
weighs 0
pass brings up
pounds
a
just to make their
3rd
job a lot
and
easier.
10 for the Titans at their own 22.
Just a misprint. They have 2 players on the roster listed at 0 pounds, so that's.
Oop. Drop the snap there.
Oh,
Snap was low and fumbled, picked up and thrown over the middle, and it was eventually dropped, so it'll be an incomplete pass.
looked like a fumbled snap to begin with, led to an incomplete pass. So
Incomplete pass brings up a 4th and 10 for the Titans, and they do appear to be in punt formation.
4th and 10. Otay. This should set up
34,
Otay Ranch
Kalen Jones in punt formation for the Titans.
in good shape.
Number 8 is Alan O'Carey for the Mustangs.
After that opening drive, you got to believe this is probably the best case scenario that they were hoping, you know, to get out of the first quarter with.
Yeah.
Great field position there for Otay.
The punt from Kalen Jones pretty much doesn't roll any further, which is favorable for the Mustangs.
Like this.
Ball rolls dead. Right around the 47-yard line of Otay Ranch, where the Mustangs would take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, 47-yard line, Otay Ranch. That's good field position. A couple minutes left in the first quarter. 7-0, Eastlake on top.
You know, if you're Otay Ranch at this point, you're thinking, hey, last time we tried to run it. We tried to throw it a little bit. Had a little bit of success. Got to work some things out, but all in all,
Ryan Rudd remains
it's
the
hard to see
quarterback for
not
the
going
Mustangs.
back with that game plan again.
And we knew going in the points they can put on the board. They're going to throw the football tonight.
Yeah.
And just as I say that,
Number 1, Carl Addy, the ball carrier.
Carl Addy up the
Carries
middle.
the ball
Back to
past
number 1.
midfield. Looks like about a 5-yard gain. Speaking of 5, is number 5, Christian Aguilar, makes the stop for the Titans. It is a 5-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Mustangs.
Carl Addy, a senior as well. So you know he's going into this game with a certain level of expectation for how he wants to leave it out there.
Sure. Oh, fumble on the play.
Fumble on the play.
I think that's Eastlake
Clearly
football.
pounced on by the Titans. The referee's already turning and pointing the other way. Number 5.
Matthew Barkus again. There's that 55.
Matthew Barkus of Eastlake pounces on the fumble, and we have our first turnover.
Matthew Barkus has been all over the field in the first quarter so far. Fumble recovery, tackle for loss in the last series. Eastlake now with very good field position.
1st and 10 Titans from the 47-yard line of Otay Ranch.
And if you're Eastlake, that's what you love to see. Sure, give him the ball back, but we're going to take it back.
Number 12,
in a
Short
couple
field.
plays.
He's the quarterback.
Stripped it. That's Noah Concepcion taking it the other way for a touchdown. He just took that right out of his hands.
Just like that.
Just like that. He took it right out of his hands.
No flags on the field. We had a quarterback keeper. The ball was taken
For a
away
second
towards the
there,
end
it
of the
looked like
run.
Cole
By
McFarland
number 4,
was
Noah
going to
Concepcion. He
just
turns around and runs the
inch
other
out
way.
every little inch he could get.
He was
And
fighting for
then-
those extra yards, and sometimes that happens when they stand you up. Defender will take that ball right from you, and just like that, hit it the other way for a touchdown. Otay Ranch now an extra point away from tying this one up. That's a tough.
106.
That's a tough play because you can't. The quarterback, the ball carrier, just fighting for as much as he could get, and sometimes it's better to go down.
Right.
But you're not thinking like that when you're trying to get every yard you can get.
You know, as long as he was standing up, I'm
Number
sure
17,
Cole
Joseph
was
Firebaugh,
just
had to kick the
as
extra
well
point try.
Yeah,
going
and
to try and inch it out.
And
there.
that's what defenders are taught to do. Stand up a ball carrier, the other guys start stripping away.
Yep. There we have it, tie
The extra
game.
point attempt is good. With 1 minute and 6 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play, your score, Otay Ranch 7, Eastlake 7.
Well, so far the coaches were absolutely right. Two evenly matched teams. The scoreboard 7-7 can't get any more evenly matched than that. So
1 quarter of football down. We know both of these teams. Again, senior night, they both want it. We spoke with Otay Ranch earlier this weekend, and these guys are ready to go. They consider this a legacy game. So
Tony Gonzalez.
it's going to be a hard
Middle deep for the
fought win,
Titans.
whoever walks home with
Flanked
it.
again
it's a
by
great game.
number
It's a great
24,
way to go
Esteban
out
Moss, number
when you
26,
play.
Isaac Bueno.
You know you're playing your last game, and you're
Looks like
playing your
number 17,
rival.
Joseph Firebaugh will be kicking
It doesn't
off for
get
the
much
Mustangs.
better than that. Obviously, you want to win the game. That would, guess, make it a little better. But but getting to play your rival the last time you put on the helmet and the pads, yeah. But you always you want to walk away with a win.
Lots of parents and friends in the crowd here to cheer on these players on both sides. And there you have it, yeah, tie game with about a minute left in the first.
Tony
Tony Gonzalez on the return takes it out to about the 25-yard line.
Crosses the 20-yard line. Looks like he got about up to the 25-yard line. Stopped by number 45, Epati Falave. And number 32, Angel Gallegos.
So Eastlake will get to try it again on offense.
February spot the football at the 26-yard line of Eastlake. Titans take over. First and 10. Looks like number 14, Limon, is back at quarterback.
Yeah, it looks like Johnny Lamone, the freshman, is back in at quarterback. Cole McFarland had the previous series. Lamone had the first series for Eastlake, so he's back in for series number 3.
Limon's pass complete to number 13, Jordan Blondin.
For a second, I thought we had another Cole McFarland situation, but Lamone hangs on to it.
Jonathan Nava. Big game, though. All the way down to about the 47-yard line of Eastlake.
Nice
First and
pickup
10.
there. First and 10 now for Eastlake.
Number 24, Esteban Moss, the ball carrier. Stopped by Keith Robinson. Short gain off left tackle. Perhaps 3 yards. Does cross midfield.
3-yard pickup there for
Second
Esteban
and
Moss.
7.
Hard running.
Moss utilized as both a receiver and a rusher. Definitely a dual threat, you know, that you don't want to ignore and let out of your sights if you're on Otay Ranch right now.
Quarter, which ends right now. Well, at the end of 1 quarter of play, your score, Otay Ranch 7, Eastlake 7.
Ignore our scoreboard. 7-7 right now at the end of the first quarter.
Some good football. This is for the conference title. Yes, only 4 teams, 4 games, but 2 of them are 3-0. So
Right.
I guess you could call in the shortened season. You could say you won the conference title if you can go undefeated on this night. Maybe the little asterisk would say in a pandemic season.
Titans
But,
at second and 7.
still the same. First
49-yard line
place,
of
first
Otay Ranch.
place.
Whoever doesn't walk away with the win is the one that's going to put the asterisk on it.
Yes.
The winner is still going to hold this one high.
Yes.
Number 24, Esteban Moss again.
Esteban Moss, the ball carrier. Makes one tackler miss. The next tackler gets him. Short gain. Get him a couple yards. Aiden Arguila on the stop. Bring her 3rd and about 5.
Drop snap. And Johnny Lamont's going to take the sack there.
It is picked up by the quarterback Limon, who's immediately hit in the backfield and dropped for a
Jose
loss.
Marquez was right
That
there.
was
It looked
third
like the
down
snap
play.
may have
This
hit the
brings up a
receiver
4th
in
down,
motion.
and the loss goes all the way back behind the original line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th and 11.
Whatever the case,
For the
Otay
Titans.
Ranch will
We get
take
number 5,
that.
DJ Meno deep to receive and punt
Force a
formation
punting
for the Mustangs.
situation here.
Well, it's not fun.
Not much
34,
Johnny
Taylor
Lamone
Jones.
could do with that when the snap hits the motion man. He's fortunate enough to get the ball back.
Rough way to start the second, but like you said, nothing you can do with that. Flag on the play as well.
There is a flag back there by the punter.
Number 34,
It was
Kalen
contact.
Jones.
This is the
Took a
personal
hit there.
foul variety.
Didn't know if it was roughing the punter or running into the punter. That was personal foul.
The personal foul against the Mustangs is a big penalty. It brings it all the way down to the 38-yard line of
Yeah, that'll
Otay
set
Ranch,
Eastlake
and
up.
the Titans will keep possession.
It's always hard when your defense plays so well, and then a penalty like a roughing the punter and gives the ball right back.
Yep.
Gives the ball right back to the offense.
Mustangs surely would have loved to give that, or hold on to that one rather.
Number 12, Colton
And now you got the
Farley back in at
Titans
quarterback
setting
for the
up
Titans.
at the 35. Number 2, Trayton White.
Number 2, Trayton White, the ball carrier.
Found a lane. Picked up about 5 yards.
Stopped by number 35, Jose Marquez. 3-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 7.
I'll round up to 5, but
You
3
can
yard
round up
gain.
to 5. The scoreboard's correct now.
Thank you behind the scenes.
Oh, a little trickery. Oh, he
Over
dropped
to number
the football.
12, Carl McFarland.
The referee deep in the defensive backfield is signaling an incomplete pass.
Little trickeration. Right there, Cole McFarland couldn't hold on to it though.
Pass was intended for the quarterback, number 12, Cole McFarland. Again, the pass falls incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 7.
A good idea though if you're the Titans, you know. Play the ground game, play the throwing game, but you're going to want to kind of mix in a little something that they're not expecting in order to get past them.
Last game, this is it. You use every play in the playbook on nights like this.
McFarland hands off to number 2, Trayton White. He's going to find a lot of room.
He's going to find the end zone.
Touchdown, Eastlake. Number 2, Drayton White. Goes 35 yards.
35-yard touchdown, Drayton White. That was some powerful running right there.
Tackles all the way into the Mustang end zone for a very impressive run.
Drayton White, 6'2", 230 pounds. Definitely flexed his weight class there, making his way down the field.
It's just like in high school football. He's a running back who also plays on the defensive line.
Right.
With that size. For the Titans.
That was a very nice run.
The extra point attempt is good.
Extra point is good. Eastlake now takes the
With 9 minutes and 34
14-7
seconds
lead
remaining
with
in the second quarter of
9:34
play.
left to go
Your
in the
score,
second quarter.
Eastlake 14, Otay Ranch 7.
Yeah, just like you said, at 6'2", 230 pounds. And obviously we saw the speed and the power as well. Tough man to bring down the open field.
You know, even if you can match that on the opposite end, that's a lot of momentum coming at you that you get to stop.
Yeah, I wonder if he's a defensive lineman that plays running back or if he's a running back that plays defensive line.
If you're smart, he's a running back who can also stop mid-play, do a little bit of offensive defense or whatever right there.
Number 6, Akai Mills. And number 2, Jalen Sanders.
9:34 here, left in the second.
Kickoff went into the end zone just barely, but by rule, that's going to be a touchback.
So Otay Ranch will go back on offense, see if they can get something going here. Their lone scorer
the touchback will place the ball at the 20-yard line.
coming on defense, so see if the offense can get something going here. As you said, a little over 9 minutes to go in the second quarter.
I think that was Carl Addy coming out of the end zone on that on the receiving end there. He wanted to run it. He didn't want to stop at 20 yards for the touchback. He wanted his chance.
I think they all want to. You ever see him try to tightrope the goal line?
Right.
Yeah, they want to return that ball. Oh, nice hole up the middle.
Number 5, DJ Minnow, the ball carrier. Turns up the middle. Big hit.
Yeah, that was quite a collision. DJ Minnow there.
Just past the 25-yard line, so just over 5 yards. 2nd and 5 for the Mustangs.
DJ Menno coming in here at 5'7", but as we saw last game, you know, the speedsters, you got to watch out for them. They will find their way around you. Hands off to number 1, Carl Addy.
Carl Addy, the ball carrier.
Looked like Deshaun Burdett.
Tackled by Gabe Acosta and Tony Gonzalez.
Or maybe not Deshaun Burdett.
Loss of just over 2 on the play. This brings up a 3rd and 7.
Another what we would think would be a throwing situation here, so we'll have to see see if they choose to keep it on the ground again.
Number 15, Brian Rudden, trying to air it out there to number 8, Alan O'Kear.
Almost a crazy interception by the Titans, but it does fall incomplete.
That was almost like an Antonio Cromartie interception.
Yeah.
Went up with the one hand.
Incomplete pass brings up a 4th and 7 for the Mustangs.
I think Peyton Manning remembers that.
Sure, coach is going to be asking him, what are you doing trying to catch with one hand right there? Where was your other hand on that play?
I was trying to play like Antonio Cromartie, coach.
For the Titans.
Titans are going to take it from about their 48. But the
Number 1, Tony Gonzalez.
the refs seem to have exhausted all of their flags on that play.
Let's take a look.
A lot of yellow on the field on that play. And it looks like they're going to march it back the other direction.
Having a little chit-chat there at the 45. Pile of flags at their feet there.
Personal foul against the Titans. Looks like a 15-yard penalty.
That'll go
Moves the
back
ball
15
back
yards.
to the 40-yard line of Eastlake, where they'll take over 1st and 10. Looks like number 14, Johnny Limon, is back at quarterback for the Titans.
Eastlake so far rotating the quarterbacks. Limon and McFarland. The freshman gets the series this time around.
Limon finding number 13,
Number
Jordan
13,
Bloden.
Jordan London.
Nice completion there for
Stopped
10
by
yards.
Number 9, Hayden Brochi, and number 37, Aiden Ardita.
Yeah, maybe just short. Maybe just
Almost
short
10
first
yards.
down.
And a very short second down.
As an offense, you always like 2nd and a half a yard.
Right.
Kind of opens up the playbook here a little bit, open up the offense.
Limon heading it off there.
Lau, the
Number
ball
19,
carrier.
Naim Lau.
Initially in the
Nice second
backfield,
effort on
a
that
little bit
play.
off, but tough running.
Looked like it was going to be a stop maybe for a 1 or 2 yard loss instead of a couple yard pickup for a first down.
Up to about the 48-yard line of Otay Ranch. 1st and 10, Eastlake.
.657 left here in the second. Limon tosses it over to 26, Isaac Bueno.
Limon's pass complete to Isaac Bueno.
Little play action
by
there.
Sebastian Miramontes. Nice gain on the play.
Eastlake got something, has something going here again on offense.
They're moving the chains. We'll call the gain 10 yards.
Touchdown. Last
And
time they
Titan first down.
last time they had the ball, Trayton White to 35-yard score. It looks like Eastlake is marching again. Fumbled the football. Looks like Otay Ranch.
Mustangs are calling for it. Looks like they're walking away with it too.
Fumble recovery by number 62, William Dawson.
William Dawson, right place. So Eastlake turns the football over for the second time in the game.
The ball.
Otay Ranch now will have the ball on the 38-yard line.
Ranch, where the Mustangs take over 1st and 10. Hand off to number 1, Carl Addy.
Carl Addy for a
Up the
yard or
middle.
two.
Very short game. Stopped by Will Smith and Matthew Vargas. Gain of 2. 2nd and 8.
You know, coming into the game, their leading Joseph Fireball was their leading receiver, 8 catches, 4 of those going for scores. We haven't seen him as of yet, but I'd imagine by the end of the night, we'll hear his name called.
So far, he's Fireball making a lot of his damage on defense, not so much on the offensive side.
Pass is tipped.
Tip pass there, Ed.
Great play by number 2, Trayton White of the Titans.
Alan O'Carey was the intended target. Ball
Pass
deflected
ball
line of scrimmage.
harmlessly incomplete. Brings up a 3rd and 8.
Sun finally starting to come down over on the stadium here, giving the guys on the field a little more room to see. Probably to I can imagine that first quarter was difficult.
Yeah, and the guy's calling the game too.
Yeah.
Oh, nice ball there.
Number 2, Jalen
Jalen
Sanders.
He's still going. Picking up a block down the sideline. He'll take that down and run out of bounds about the 32-yard line.
Great play.
That was a nice play.
By the
Nice ball.
Mustangs. For 27-yard pass play to number 2, Jalen Sanders, who does step out of bounds.
27-yard pickup. Biggest play of the game
Ball to
so
the
far for
38-yard
Otay
line
Ranch
of
on
the
offense.
Titans. Mustangs have crossed over into Titan territory. First down.
Otay Ranch now the ball on the 38-yard line going in.
Mustangs trying to piece together a strong drive here. Get this game back into tied territory. Carl Addy,
Carl
though.
Addy, the ball carrier.
Carl Addy
Goes
just
up the
ran
middle,
into
then
Trayton
immediately
White.
by
Now we
number
saw him
2,
score the
Trayton White.
touchdown. The defensive
much
lineman
there.
who plays running back, well, there he just showed off his skills on the
There you
defensive
go.
line.
And I'm sure had he picked up a loose ball there, he would have turned into a running back.
No gain.
He was,
found all the room.
And 10.
Carl Addy saw all 6'2", 230 pounds of Trayton White right there. It was like hitting a brick wall. No gate on the play, 2nd and 10. Eastlake defense.
Quarterback Brian Rudden.
Brian Rudden, nowhere to go there on that play.
Multiple pressures.
Tried to shake off that
Finally
first
given to number 50,
first tight end,
Isaiah
but
Hinojosa.
Yeah, it
was
looked
met
like
immediately with a second.
Yeah, Isaiah Hinojosa didn't.
Titans.
He wanted a quarterback sack on that play. That was good pressure from the Eastlake Titan defense.
Lots of 8 yards.
Rudden didn't have anything to do
Third
anywhere to
and
go with the
18.
football. Didn't have a chance on that play. 3rd and 18 now. On about the 46-yard line.
Pass incomplete. Intended for number 17, Joseph Firebaugh. Pass was high.
Right to the hands of Kaipo
Brings
Malaga.
up 4th and 18 for the Mustangs.
and there you have Fireball trying to make his impression there on offense.
Right to the hands of the Eastlake defense. Another punting situation for Otay Ranch.
Number 3, Jonathan Nava. Deep in punt formation to kick the ball for the Mustangs. Tony Gonzalez and Isaac Bueno deep for the Titans.
And looks like the ball will be down at about the
Ball is stopped and
17-yard
net
line.
by the Mustangs. Number 2, Jalen Sanders.
3:56 to go before the
Inside
half.
15-yard line.
Eastlake on top,
14-yard line, which is a good punt
14-7.
for the Mustangs.
Tough one to turn over for the Mustangs. You know, they wanted a solid drive there. At a certain point, Eastlake just kicked it up a notch.
And Eastlake would like nothing more now just to kind of 3:56 to go, drive the ball, punch it in before the half.
Cole McFarland back at quarterback for the Titans.
And as the PA announcer said, Cole McFarland back in. So they're just flip-flopping him. Cole McFarland, Johnny Lamone so far.
Give everybody a little play time.
Number 24, Esteban Moss,
Okay,
the ball
Esteban
carrier.
Moss.
Hard running. Taking lots of Mustang tacklers with him. Finally brought down
Nice
after
pickup.
about a 6-yard gain.
6-yard gain on the play. 2nd and 4
Second
for
and
Eastlake.
4.
Alejandro Lopez, a nice catch
Tight pass
and run.
to
Should be
number
enough for a
11,
first down.
Alejandro Lopez. Knocked out of bounds by Joseph Firebaugh and Keith Robinson. Gain is enough for a Titan first down at the 25-yard line of Eastlake. Coleman Farley remains the quarterback.
Cole McFarland scrambling a little bit. Trying to connect with number 26, Isaac Bueno.
Intended for Isaac Bueno.
That was one of those plays when they go back and look at film. Jordan Swan was running. Obviously, he was pressured to the right-hand side, but Jordan Swan, a little breakdown in coverage. Didn't have anyone on him. That could have been an easy pitch and catch touchdown right there, but he was rolling the other way. He didn't see him, but I think Jordan Swan's going to tell him next time, hey, I was wide open.
Right.
Because all receivers do that.
Yeah,
I was
every
wide
time.
open. There's Alejandro Lopez again. Looks like he gets knocked out of bounds about the 30-yard line. Pick up about 5 yards. We'll set up a 3rd and 5.
Gets up to about the 30-yard line.
Clock running, 2:20 to go before the half.
3rd and 4.
And looks like we have a timeout.
Timeout on the field.
Eastlake.
Eastlake.
2:04. 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4 actually. You want to make sure you have the right play called. Still in a punting situation, if they don't pick this up. That gives Otay Ranch a couple minutes left before if they were already get the ball back on maybe a short field. So Eastlake wants to make sure that they've got the right play called on this one, pick up the first down. So
A couple minutes, too. You give the Mustangs a couple minutes, and that's enough time for them to put something together.
Yeah. They've shown it this year with the offense, their capabilities on offense, throwing the football. They can put it in the end zone just like that. And we'd have a 14-14 game going into the break, and that's what Eastlake does not want to happen.
After the timeout, we have a 3rd and 4 for the Titans from their own 31-yard line.
2:04 left in the half.
Now, tonight's ABC 10 News
The quarterback, number 12, Coleman Farley, is sacked by number 37, Aiden Arguila.
Sack there for Otay Ranch. Big play. Big play there on defense.
The 25-yard
As you
line.
said, just under
Right at
2 to play. They'll have enough time to get the football back and maybe do something here before the half.
for the Titans. And they look to be lining up a punt formation.
Aiden Arguilla last week,
Deep to receive.
11 total
Otay.
tackles against Hilltop. Haven't heard his name too much tonight, but he's been waiting. He was ready on that one.
The fake. Who saw that coming? Trayton White, there's our guy.
By the Titans.
He's doing it all.
Number 2, Trayton White. No flags on the field. He runs around left end for a big gain. Crosses
Did
midfield.
not see the fake punt coming.
All the way down to about the 47-yard line.
I don't think
of
the Otay Ranch special teams
And that
They weren't prepared.
weren't expecting that play, no. I
you
don't think
said.
anybody in the stadium was expecting that play except for the special teams coordinator for Eastlake.
Trayton White doing what he can on both sides of the ball, keeping the offense on the field.
Follow number 2, because that's where the football seems to go.
Looks like we have another timeout on the field. Called by Eastlake.
Eastlake.
38 seconds left in the half.
Use another timeout. 38 seconds. I would guess we'll see this one put in the air. Although the last time I said that,
Went for the ground.
it went to the ground. So we'll see what Eastlake comes up in their 38-second offense.
Eastlake, I'm sure, would love to walk into halftime here with another extra score, widen that gap there with the Mustangs. A tough team, you know?
Yeah. Now, 21-7 looks much better than 14-7. Someone once told me that. It's got a little chilly here out at Eastlake.
Nice breeze coming in. It's kind of like a winter feeling again.
It's like spring football with fall, feeling like fall.
Number 14, Johnny Lemone, back at quarterback for the
Johnny
Titans.
Lamone's back in at quarterback.
Over to number 11, Alejandro
Pass
Lopez.
complete to number 11, Alejandro Lopez. Nice play to blow it all up by number 17, Joseph Fireball.
Alejandro Lopez has been very busy.
Ends up being a loss on the play of 2 yards. 2nd and 12.
Lemone finding number 13, Jordan Blondin.
Lemone pass complete. Number 13, Jordan Blondin.
Short gain with 4.4 seconds.
Timeout on the field, again taken by Eastlake.
Now they have their 4.4 second play.
Which nobody knows.
Spotting the ball at the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play.
Maybe a trick play, or you go deep.
I'd say go deep.
Either way, you go deep. With 4.4 seconds to go.
Or you fool us all and you just give Trayton White the ball again and let him run as fast as he can.
Split all your receivers to one side, throw to the guy who's all alone on the other side.
Right.
Although with the ball at the close to midfield, it's going to take quite the arm to air it out down towards the end zone.
A couple recent drives. Pitched over to number 11,
7
Lopez,
seconds remain on the clock.
hoping to find him all by himself, and
3rd and 12.
you know they weren't that successful. But right now, it looks like he's got a little extra space. Maybe Lemon goes that way.
Well, went incomplete, so
Intended for number 13, Jordan Blondin, over the middle.
Jordan Blondin. It only took 2
Number
seconds,
9,
though.
Roche on the coverage.
So now it's the 2.4 second play.
That was the 2.4 second play.
Just over 2 seconds remaining.
Maybe they
in the
take a
first
knee.
half.
Maybe.
Or maybe they punt it. Because it is 4th and 12. And they'll let the ball roll.
Punt rolls
Down to the
all
3-yard
way
line.
down.
Great punt.
Finally down inside the 5, which would be a fantastic punt, except that is the
Ends the half.
end of the first half of play. Your score after one half, Eastlake 14, Otay Ranch 7.
Eastlake on top, 14-7, walking into the second half now. With two teams this strong, I mean, best case scenario on both sides, right? For them to be walking in with a comfortable score, and for Otay Ranch to be walking in a score down for the half,
Just a score down in the offense, the Otay Ranch offense, 3 previous games put a lot of points on the board. We haven't really seen the explosiveness yet. Their touchdown coming on a defensive touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
So, we know Otay Ranch has the capability of putting points on the scoreboard. So just a 7-point deficit for Otay Ranch at halftime, 14-7.
Right.
I don't think they're panicking They know they have the ability to score and score a lot. Although Eastlake's defense might have something to say about that. They're playing pretty good football in the first half.
Throughout this game, every time you think, hey, Otay Ranch has a chance, and they put together a nice set of downs, Eastlake stops them out of nowhere and turns it over right there.
Yeah, Eastlake, that was a good half of football for Eastlake. Treshawn White, the difference maker. In that first half, he played. He was all over the field, both offensively and defensively, scoring the touchdown on a 35-yard touchdown run. So Eastlake, as you said, 14-7 going into the half. Now they get 15 minutes to kind of rest up, reevaluate,
yeah,
and see what kind of game plan they can put together for the second half.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure they see intricacies that none of us are seeing from up here, but you have to wonder how much can you really change, other than, some throwing, maybe shore up some of the tosses there on Otay Ranch's side. But, I mean, both of these teams walk into this game with such a strong repertoire. You got to find that one thing that just isn't clicking, basically.
Yeah, I mean, Otay Ranch is averaging 38 points a game, so I don't think they're panicking by any sense of the imagination right now. They only have 7 right now at halftime, but they'll make the adjustments. And hopefully second half for them, the offense can click on all cylinders and put some points on the board, find the end zone a few times for Otay Ranch.
If you're just joining us right now, it's halftime here at Eastlake High School. You're taking in some Friday Night Lights, Otay Ranch versus Eastlake. Otay Ranch, the home team, though, here at Eastlake right now.
Correct. It was senior night here for Otay Ranch here at Eastlake. Yes.
Yeah. So earlier this week, we had some time to sit down with Otay Ranch and kind of talk about their season, how they've been going about this shortened season, what it felt like coming back to school, to practice, to get back on the field. Spoke with Coach Lance Christensen, some of the players. These guys have been waiting just to get back on the field.
Yeah.
And now they have this shortened time where they got to kind of squeeze in the senior year of football that traditionally everybody just loves to enjoy throughout a regular school year. Has been, from what they said, tough and exciting. But we want to bring that to you guys, and here's what they had to say about this season.
High school football matchup: Eastlake High and Otay Ranch High.
What was your message to the team during the pandemic? How did you keep them in shape, focused, and ready to play?
Well, I think it was just kind of a message of hope. It was tough. I mean, obviously, I think for all of us, we started to reach a point as to where we weren't sure if we're actually even going to have a season. But just, I think myself, my coaching staff, just kept, talking to these kids that, hey, this could happen. This could actually happen. We got to keep working hard, be prepared for when we do get the call to actually be able to hit the field. And I really think the kids kind of took that to heart, and they did work hard in the off season, doing what we were allowed to do. And then once we hit the field, I think we were ready to go. And, once we hit the field, literally there was no problem motivating these kids. They were excited to be at practice every day. They love being around each other, playing this great game. So that part's been really easy for us because they're just such a great group of kids and really have worked hard.
This is your last game in your senior years. Tell me a little bit about what this means for you.
Well, it means everything to us. The brotherhood that we have, how close we are, how close this team is, it just means everything to play our last game against one of our biggest rivals. And it's just we're excited.
For me, definitely, it's probably the biggest game of my high school career. League championship on the line against my rival school. It's always Eastlake's been the rival. So it's exciting to be able to go out there one more time and play the sport that we love with the people we love.
Yeah, this is definitely the most important game. This is pretty much our legacy. Ever since we were little, Eastlake has always been our rival, and it's going to be so good to go out with a bang, going against Eastlake, of all people.
Yeah, so everything's on the line for this game. We have league. It's our last game, and we all just want to go out with a bang. We don't want to go out in a way that makes us feel disappointed and makes us wanting to, I could have done better in this play or that. We want to give it all 100% and just have a good game against our best rival.
How are you guys preparing for, it sounds like on the stat sheet, kind of facing a team just as good as yourselves?
Yeah, I think we're two very evenly matched teams, and we're not preparing for them any different. We do any other opponent. We prepare for all opponents the same way. We try to go in as ready as we can. They're a very, very good football team, great athletes, very well coached, and so it's going to take a great effort on our part. But we believe we can do it. We know if we play our game, if we play relatively mistake-free, don't shoot ourselves in the foot, we give ourselves a chance to compete and hopefully win the game.
Can you kind of talk to those kind of lessons that you feel like you've picked up over the last season, and maybe something that will stick with you as you go forward now after your senior year?
Well, some lessons that I learned was like with the shortened season is you got to play the game with like no regrets. You can't have any regrets, and like you just have to give it your all the time.
For me, it's to basically never take it for granted. Especially with having a short season, you only get one shot to do what you love, so you got to make the most of it.
I've learned to cherish my time that I've been playing football, because it's been about 13 years for most of us seniors, and I'm really cherishing it right now. Tomorrow's going to be the final one, so I'm going to love it as much as I can.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to live this last moments like to the fullest. I'm not going to regret anything, and I'm just trying to give it all for my brothers out there.
For these seniors, this will be their last high school game. Some will go on and play, college football, but many will not. Give it everything you got, because you don't want to have any regrets. You want to be able to look back on what you accomplished and what you did, knowing that you gave it all in support, of your teammates, of your school, of your community. And so I believe they'll take that message hard and play very hard. For me personally, I just really, really, love this group of kids. They have just been so fun to coach.
Tonight's ABC 10 News Sports featured high school football matchup. Eastlake High and Otay Ranch High.
Yeah, there you have it. Otay Ranch really holding this game in some high regard. They want to walk away. Like you said, senior night, this is their shot. Lay it all out there.
Yeah, especially some of the guys who said a lot of these kids, like they said, they've been playing together for 13 years, going way back to the Pop Warner days. So this is the last time for many of these guys. Like Coach said, a couple guys might go on to play college ball, but for the majority of these guys, last time they'll put a helmet on, last time they'll put a uniform on, last time they'll step on a football field with kids, teammates that they've known since they were 6, 7 years old playing Pop Warner. So. Yeah, obviously you want to go out and you want to win, but just those memories alone, knowing that this is the last time that they'll get to do something like this together with their teammates, and you just want to go out and perform your best and see what happens. And obviously Otay Ranch down 14-7 at halftime, so they'll have to put together some kind of a different game plan in the second half to see if they can get that offense going, because so far Eastlake's kind of held them in check offensively, just the one defensive touchdown. So
they've had some great runs together. They drive down to a certain point, and then that's where it seems to get tough. That's when Eastlake really shores it up and says, okay, this is as far as you guys go. You've gotten close enough.
Yeah. Yeah, they need to get Carl Addy came in averaging 110 yards a game on the ground. They got to get him going. Eastlake, though, their run defense has been pretty tough, but Addy can, he can be a spark plug here. He can get this thing going. I think he has 5 touchdowns this year so far. So Otay Ranch has the weapons. They just have to kind of get them working.
QB Brian Rudin, he's a thrower. He can air it out. He's got an arm. Haven't really seen too much of that though this first half. So I'm sure they're hoping they can find some room to connect there as well, and not wholly rely on just Addy to drive it down the field for him. Yeah,
he 7 touchdown passes coming in the 3 games. So I think his completion percentage was 65%. So yeah, no, he's capable of moving the ball as well. Just a sophomore too. A couple of young quarterbacks out here.
Yeah.
And Rudin and Lamone, the freshman, getting some time for Eastlake in the first half. So that's even for the looking ahead, even for the future. Both these teams will have experienced quarterbacks coming back next year.
Yep.
Which hopefully in the fall we have a regular football season,
Right.
with a full slate of games, non-league, league, playoffs, CIF championship, state, the whole bit.
I'm sure the kids are hoping for the same thing, just for the prep time alone, to get ready before the season and have that kind of experience throughout the season to not only are you competing, but every game you're having that much more time to kind of sharpen your skill set before the end of the season comes. And you may find yourself, in a playoff situation or like this, a rivalry situation where, you want to go in prepared with a lot more games under your belt. So
yeah, I mean, when they started the season here, it was just I won't say it was on a whim, but it was no one knew. Could they practice? Could they? I'm sure some players were finding, maybe not as a team, but we're getting some work in. Maybe these teams were getting work in at a park, or whatever the case may be. They had those club teams that a lot of coaches were trying. Maybe at some point were steering their kids towards those club teams because they didn't know if there was going to be football. So they kind of had to throw this together pretty quick, like. So yeah, just like you said, it'd be nicer once they know for the fall if they're going to have a full season. Regular number of practices, and that way they're ready for the first game of the season. Unlike this year, just kind of throwing things together.
Yeah. Both coaches, I'm sure, would love to have that extra time to kind of work with the guys, make sure everybody's really prepared. We know you heard it earlier tonight, Lance Christensen on Otay Ranch. As much as he loved being able to have those games with his guys that he had this season, he just wishes he had more time with these guys, especially the seniors. But for guys like, Brian Rudin, he's a sophomore, he's coming back, sure, but, every season in a high school career is pretty important, especially for the guys who plan to try and go on from here. So to kind of have that one season that's a little shortened and maybe you didn't get as much time to shore things up, still want that back for sure.
Yeah, and a lot of these guys are looking at this, no playoffs, nothing like that. A lot of these guys are looking at these games, these opportunities, whether it be 4 games. In this case, for both these teams, a few teams have played five games, maybe 6, maybe just 5. But for some of these guys, just that game tape, that game, the film, to get out there to coaches at the college level, they needed something to put on tape to show these guys. So a lot of these teams, a lot of these players are kind of looking for that. They kind of want to showcase their talents on something fresh, something this year, not maybe something from a year ago. I know when we were at Sarah last week, Marlon Gardner said his son, Nicholas, running back for Scripps Ranch, college scouts wanted to see improve his speed. So that's what he was using this year. That was one of the goals, is for his son, Nicholas, to improve his speed. And that's what I'm sure a lot of these guys, are something they've heard, this is what you need to work on.
Right.
So, the seniors, obviously, so they can, maybe have that tape, maybe something better than the year before that they can show to the scouts. And, who knows, whatever level, D1, D2, D3, to get themselves a scholarship.
We said it last week, too. If you are a scout out there and you are now watching our live stream, please use this as your opportunity to scout out some of the guys. Yes. And if you're watching this after the fact and you were on the field, please feel free to share this video with said scouts.
and I think this would be a good video, Trenton White on Eastlake so far with that first half. This is definitely film that he's going to want to keep. I always say film. I'm dating myself. Back when I played,
still use film.
Back when I played, it was film.
It's just not the little roll, that you roll out anymore.
Yeah, we had a projector.
Right.
That's when I was at Granite Hills High School back in the day. We had our film days on Saturday. Yeah, it was on a projector.
I'm sure these guys still have that.
They pulled a screen down.
Yeah.
And we watched, and they could roll it back and forth too. They could, forward, reverse, forward, reverse.
There was the laminate sheet too, the see-through laminate sheet where you'd put it on the light, right, and then that would project it.
Yeah. So I don't know what they call it these days. If they need some film on it, if they need some video, they just need some highlights.
Right.
showcasing their talents. So
About 3 minutes left here in the half. See both Otay Ranch and Eastlake kind of getting ready on the sidelines.
yeah, it's funny. The other thing that's different about these games, at least from a fan perspective, I guess unless you bring your own food, it does not appear that snack bars are open. And I only say that because I didn't eat any dinner before I came.
I was going to say, are you hungry?
And
I hate to disappoint you, but we are also kind of working out of their concession stand here with our behind-the-scenes gear. So I can tell you there's ice, but that's about it. Not even water, just the ice.
Yeah,
cubes.
there's no smell of hot dogs or popcorn or anything like that. But you know, it's a good crowd. It's a good crowd out here.
Yeah, like you said, it's senior night. A lot of family, a lot of friends out here. They want to see the kids off. They want to be there to support
Just about
them.
ready to get going here in the second half. If you guys remember in the first half, when the coin toss was flipped in midfield, Otay Ranch won the toss and elected to defer, which means they will now receive the football. You can see Eastlake lining up the kick. Deep for Otay, we have Jalen Sanders, DJ Mano, and we also have and number 8 is Alan O'Keefe.
And, you know, depending on how the rest of this half goes, might have been a good move for Otay Ranch to defer, you know, and receive for the second half.
Yes. Well, we're just about ready for some second half football. As soon as the officials blow that whistle. Oh, that's a nice kick.
Nice kickoff from the Titans.
Into the end zone.
Sails into the end zone for a touchback.
Mustang's going to start off at the 20 now.
Mustangs will take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Does look like number 15, Brian Rudden, is returning to be the quarterback for the Mustangs.
The sophomore, Brian Rudden, back on the field.
Just out of the
Pass
ridge.
Incomplete. Intended in the right flat for number 5, DJ Meno.
DJ Meno just couldn't catch up with that one.
And 10.
Out in the flat, that'll bring up a 2nd and 10 yards to go. But right to the air, right to the air.
Running hands off to number 5, DJ Meno.
Number 5, DJ Meno, off right tackle. Jukes a couple tacklers, but there's
Short
plenty
pickup,
more.
but it was a nice move there at the line of scrimmage,
Short
just to even
game,
pick
we'll
up,
call
just to pick up the yard. But
Give credit for the tackle at number 55, Matthew Barkas.
Matthew Barkas, we've heard his name quite a few times today. He's having a nice game for the Eastlake defense. 3rd and 8. That'll knock him back, move him back. 5 yards, a false start penalty there on Otay Ranch.
Looks like we have a false start. That is the call. This will be 5 yards march back against the Mustangs. It'll bring up a 3rd and 13.
3rd down, 13 yards to go now for Otay Ranch. Rudden going deep down the sideline.
Flag on the
flag on the play.
Deep down the sidelines. Overthrown, but we do have a flag in the area.
It'll be interesting to see what they call
This
here.
indication is going to be holding against Eastlake.
Trying to connect with number 2, Jalen Sanders.
It just didn't look. It didn't look like a catchable ball, but
And it is.
so they'll march it up to the 27-yard line.
Defensive holding, and the Titans will march
That'll
off 10
get-
yards, but it's not an automatic first down like the NFL. So it brings up a 3rd and 3.
Well, as the PA announcer said, not like the NFL, not an automatic first down. 3rd and 3. Otay Ranch quickly to the line of scrimmage.
They got lucky on that one, but probably the best case scenario for that start.
Oh.
Didn't work out the way that they'd like it
A
to.
great play for an
Nice.
interception by the Titans. Number 25, Jaden Jackson, dives and catches the ball.
That was a nice interception.
This will be a turnover, and the Titans will take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Eastlake's
of
defense
Otay Ranch.
comes up big once again.
And Jackson seemed to have that one picked out. A laser over to it.
And I guess looking at that, there's some Pancake fans
Yeah.
in the Eastlake side.
Number 14, Johnny Limone, back at quarterback for the Titans.
The freshman Johnny Lamone back in at QB for Eastlake.
Hands off to 5, Christian
Number
Aguilar.
5, Christian Aguilar, the ball carrier. Lots of Mustangs there, led by Sebastian Miramontes and Aiden Arguila.
Short
Short
pickup.
gain. Second and 8.
Eastlake's offensive line performing well so far in this game. That Aguilar again.
Number 5, Christian Aguilar, the ball carrier, once again up the middle. Some tough yards. Lots of Mustangs finally bring him down.
How about a couple yards short of the first down?
Yeah, that O-line, they're making sure Aguilar has room. They're making sure White has room if he doesn't create it himself.
Yeah, Eastlake, I mean, with Aguilar and White, 2 big running backs, 230 pounds, 210 pounds, tough to bring down. Oh, Lamone, nice corner route. Oh, nice.
Connects with number 13, Jordan Blomden.
That was a great pattern.
24-yard touchdown pass to number 13, Jordan Blondin.
Jordan Blondin, great route, great ball. Put it right where it had to be. And the result, an Eastlake touchdown.
And it almost seemed like that's the drive that they were trying to work together
Number
to
34,
end the
Gannon
half.
Jones.
Yes.
Now getting that
Line
shot
up
here with
to
about
set the extra point
9:30
try.
left in the third.
Yeah, you could see the separation, the receiver and the defensive back. That was just a really great route that he ran there. And the extra point is blocked.
Blocked kick.
So
Wow,
that'll
right up the middle, and the extra point attempt is blocked.
that'll leave the score at 20-7.
With 9
Eastlake.
minutes and 29 seconds remaining in the third quarter of play, your score, Eastlake 20, Otay Ranch 7.
Well, you couldn't have asked for anything better for Eastlake in the second half. You come out on defense, you get the interception, and you turn the interception into points. So that's the way they draw it up.
Yep.
So that kind of worked out in Eastlake's favor, probably what they talked about at halftime there. But they perfectly. The defense came out, made a play, and the offense stuck it in the end zone, and just like that, it's a 20-7 Eastlake Titan lead.
And if you're Otay Ranch, I mean, again, it's one of those things where you have that capability to throw, and you have that capability to run. You just got to find a way to make it work.
Howell Theory. DJ Mano, Jalen Sanders.
And obviously,
Mustangs.
coming into this
Kickoff
game,
for the Titans.
you know, Otay Ranch had put up the big numbers offensively, but obviously, you know, Eastlake knew.
Yeah.
That wasn't a mystery. They knew the explosiveness of the Otay Ranch offense, so obviously they game planned during the week.
Nice kick.
Once again, a nice kick.
Another nice kickoff from Kalen Jones.
Into the end zone.
Sails into the end zone for another touchback.
So Otay Ranch will try again at the get something going at the 20-yard line. It's always nice when you have a kicker that can put the ball in the end zone.
Right.
Take away the return. All right, we'll see what Otay Ranch
Brian Rudden at quarterback.
can do this time.
Brian Rudden back again.
And it looks like Otay Ranch.
Timeout. Otay Ranch.
We'll call a timeout. You know, like we said earlier, maybe get Addy a little more involved. Joseph Firebaugh, their leading receiver coming in, has been offensively been rather quiet. He's got good size too, 6'2", 180. We haven't really heard anything from him yet. On the offensive side of the ball, he does have, you know, like we said earlier, 8 catches this year, 4 of which have gone for scores. So maybe some way they can work him, playmaker like him into the offense here.
You know, last game too. I mean, at least on the running side,
1st and 10 Mustangs.
a lot more
At their own
of a committee approach. You know, splitting it between Addy, splitting it between Ethan Knight, Mason Rasmussen. Haven't seen so much of that this
Number
time.
5, DJ Mano, the ball carrier, stopped by Will Smith. Looks like about a 4-yard gain on the play. 2nd and 6.
Yeah, Minnows can get a lot of the carries from our vantage point. Can't see. I haven't seen Addy on the field.
DJ Meno again.
Middle of the ball carrier, around right end for a short game, but there's some contact. Looks to be just out of bounds.
Yeah,
and
they
the
might get
flag was
a
flagged.
they might get a personal foul hitting out of bounds right there.
It is a personal foul.
It's a little
against
too
the Titans.
that's tough, a little too aggressive defensively right there, but looked like he was just had just gone out of bounds. So that's kind of tough. It's hard to let up when you're running towards a ball carrier that hard.
Right.
It's kind of hard to just stop.
15-yard penalty.
And
Marched off against the Titans.
unfortunately,
Brings the football to the 41-yard
for
line.
Eastlake, a
Otay Ranch.
15-yard
1st and
personal
10
foul
Mustangs.
penalty.
You know, this has already happened a few times this game where, you know, foul sets up Mustangs for some good field position, and you got to wonder
Looks like a false start.
when are they going to
We'll
capitalize
wait
on
for the
that. Because so far it hasn't quite paid off.
No, they call
Well, I said I
offside.
hadn't seen Addy, but
Apparently
now it looks
the
like he's
Titans
back.
have reversed.
He's back on the field.
They'll march up 5 yards against Eastlake. It'll be 1st and 5.
1st and 5 now for Otay Ranch.
Addy set up there, in the backfield.
Just underthrown.
Pass incomplete. Nice effort.
Trying to connect there.
Just off the hands of number 88, Osvaldo Avila.
Had him open, just threw it on his shoe
It'll bring up
tops.
2nd and 5 for the Mustangs.
Tough catch.
Osvaldo Avila, excuse me, trying to go down for the ball there, just couldn't pick it up.
All right, 2nd and 5 now for Otay Ranch. Fumbled snap.
Addy picks it up.
Addy, though, right there.
A muffed snap in the backfield is picked up by the Mustangs and one Carl Addy. Lost a couple yards on the play.
Yeah, lost a couple yards on the play, which will make it a 3rd and 7 now for Otay Ranch.
3rd and a long 6.
Rudin connects there with Jalen Sanders.
Pass complete to number 2, Jalen Sanders. Hit immediately and dropped by number 9, Deshaun Burdette.
Doesn't get the opportunity to move too much, though, after he brings it in.
No, Deshaun Burdette made sure of that.
It is short of the first down. Looks like a 4th and 2.
4th down and 2.
Tony Gonzalez dropping deep for the Titans.
Don't see.
And we have number 3.
I do see.
Jonathan
They are
Nava
going to.
set the punt for the Mustangs.
Didn't see the punter, but that was obstructed. The punter was out there. Nice kick. And they'll let it roll down to about the 18-yard line or so.
Favorable roll for the Mustangs and doesn't go
Almost went out of bounds there.
Inside the 20 to about the 18.
This is a big series here for Eastlake. Otay Ranch, I
will
guess,
take
as
over.
well.
1st and 10.
Eastlake can eat up some clock and put together a nice drive and maybe a touchdown scoring drive. 27-7 would be a pretty good sized lead as we sit here. Still 7 minutes to go, though, in the 3rd quarter. But I think Otay Ranch needs to do something defensively here to stop Eastlake and get their offense the ball back.
Cole McFarland back in at quarterback.
Looks like McFarland's going to keep it.
McFarland up the middle, crosses the 20-yard line.
Okay.
Brought down by number 35.
Pick up about 6 or
Jose
7 yards
Marquez.
on the play.
Looks like about a 6-yard gain on the play. 2nd and 4.
Call it 2nd and 4. Still keep flip-flopping the quarterbacks. Obviously, looking coming in, they've all played. So
Farland trying to get rid of it quick there.
Off the fingertips of number 24, Esteban Moss.
yeah, a little too much mustard, I think, on that ball.
Incomplete pass brings up a 3rd and 4.
Which will set up 3rd and 4. Crowd wants some defense here. Let's see what happens.
Farland connects with number 3, Jordan Swan.
To number 3, Jordan Swan.
You know, if you're the Mustangs defense,
like he was
this
hit
is
right
this
around
is
the
where you
blocker.
want to make that stand
Yeah.
and walk away potentially with, you know, good field position. Take away an opportunity from them to eat up some time.
See if he got the. Appeared he got the 1st down.
That last play was good enough.
He did get the 1st
For a
down.
Titan 1st down. About a 5-yard play.
Just a simple route in the flat.
1st and 10.
Eastlake a new set of downs. Another fumbled snap.
Farland picks it up.
Farland making the best of it. I wouldn't say a fumbled snap, it was just a bad snap.
On the play. Picked up and some hard running up the middle on the quarterback.
Maybe
Cole
picked up
McFarland.
a couple yards there.
Not a lot of yards gained, but it would have been a loss, so good effort.
Yeah, makes the
by
best out
McFarland.
of.
Call it 2 yards. 2nd and 8.
Yeah, just a 2-yard gain, but that easily could have been a 2-yard, 3-yard loss. So good job by McFarland. It was just a low snap.
McFarland once again finding Blondin.
McFarland McFarland's pass complete to 13, Jordan Blondin. Stop by number 9, Hayden Broach.
Yeah, that was an interesting route there because Jordan Swan was the underneath receiver who jumped for it but went over his hands and right into the hands of Jordan Blondin. So I don't know if maybe one of those guys ran the wrong route.
Third and 1.
All to plan.
Yeah. Third down and 1. Hand up the middle.
Esteban Moss.
Ball carrier, up the middle.
That'll be enough for
Short
a first
yardage,
down.
but he only needed less than a yard, and he clearly got more than that. This will be a Titan first down. Stop on the play by number 64, Dominic Yancey.
Eastlake running that clock. 4:30 to go in the third quarter, 20-7 Eastlake. Following a short route there.
Connecting once again with Blondin.
13, Jordan Blondin. Make the first tackler miss.
That combination is working
Gain of 5
in the
yards on
second
play.
half.
Second and
McFarland to
5.
Blondin, they've hooked up a few times now in the second half. Oh, nice hole up the middle.
Moss finding some room.
Down the sideline, and he'll be run out of bounds around the 25-yard line.
Number 24, Esteban Moss, big carry, big gain. Finally pushed out of bounds.
Once again, Esteban Moss, nice size running back, 5'10", 205, just a junior. Showing some agility right there and some power as well.
28 yards on that last game. Easily enough for a Titan first down.
Timeout, Otay Ranch.
Timeout, Otay Ranch.
Eastlake's offensive line starting to get some push. They're starting to open up some big holes. They're mixing it up quite a bit in the second half as well. You know, a short passing game, and then they've hit them a couple times with some nice little runs there. So starting to kind of get Otay Ranch back on their heels just a bit. And maybe that was the reason, one of the reasons why Otay Ranch, why a timeout was called. Eastlake knocking on the door about the 25-yard line or so. First and 10.
3:48 left in the third. Number 3, Jordan Swan taking it.
Number 3, Jordan Swan, the ball carrier.
Otay Ranch defense kind of stringing that one out. That was a good play.
Doesn't look like much yards. No, it's a slight loss. Loss of 3. Second and 13.
Nice play by the Otay Ranch defense. After they got hit by the big play, the previous play.
McFarland keeping him.
The quarterback, number 12, Cole McFarland, the ball carrier. Makes a couple tacklers miss. Stopped by number 36, Sebastian Miramontes.
You know, I would say as they take the ball down the field, kind of getting into third and 13 here. I don't know if this is 4-down territory, but I mean on the kickoffs, the kicker definitely has a foot. So this could be something where if they don't get this, we could see a field goal attempt.
Right.
Oh, nice pressure there.
McFarland just didn't have enough time there.
33, Dylan Baldoni. The quarterback, number 12, Cole McFarland, dropped
Dylan Baldoni.
Big loss.
Big play there. Big play there. Huge play for Otay Ranch. That knocks them back to the 37-yard line. So,
and like you said, you know, kicker's got a leg, but this is a position you want to force Eastlake into more often from here on out.
Yeah,
fourth and about 22.
I think 4th and 22. That's a bit of a stretch for a field goal at this point. That would be like a
54-yarder.
He's been very good on kickoffs.
Right.
Set the punt.
That's a lot to ask.
It's senior night. You know, if he wants it, I'm sure he can say, "Hey, coach, let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens." But
they sent the punting crew out.
Exactly. Not tonight.
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
Nice kick. That'll bounce down inside the 5-yard. Oh, this is not going to get better than that. That'll down the ball on about the 1.5 yard line.
Yep.
Punt is marked dead deep, but there's a flag late. Let's take a look at the flag.
We'll see what this flag is.
Dead ball, personal foul against the Mustangs. The punt is inside the 1 yard line, so I don't think we can't go back a whole lot further.
Yeah, you can't really go half the distance to the goal line when the ball was down to the 1. I guess you could go to the half-yard line.
Shift a couple blades of grass, you know, to the right side of the ball.
So they have to drive 99.5 yards as opposed to 99 yards. As a defensive line, or as a defense as a whole, this is where you're thinking safety.
Yeah.
You're thinking safety right now, so.
Yeah, Mustangs backed up against their own end zone right now. You got to wonder, are they comfortable throwing it at this point? Are they going to try and run it and maybe just scoot out a couple of extra yards of room to work with? But
the way the Eastlake defense has been playing, I don't think they're too comfortable, especially on the
right.
Oh, Addy up the middle. That's a nice hold there. Nice run out to about the 8 yard line. It looked like he got gobbled up in the end, in the end zone. All of a sudden, he just shot out of nowhere. Nice play for Otay Ranch.
Looks like
a little breathing room.
7 yard line, so 7 yard gain, 2nd and 3.
Addy with the 7 yard run.
Addy, the ball carrier again. Looks like he should have enough for a first down.
Addy, the ball carrier.
As the third quarter
is
winding down.
And number 25, Jaden Jackson.
Just under half a minute to play. 20-7. Otay Ranch, and I guess Otay Ranch 3rd and 1. Looked like he picked it up, but I guess he was a yard short. Looks like Addy again.
Trying to go back.
Good one, Carl Addy, the ball carrier.
Carl Addy.
Hard running. Hard running does give him a first down. That's the last play of the third quarter.
So they're going to march into the fourth quarter now, creating a little extra room to work with. You know, you got to hope just this is the start of a nice long series.
Your score after 3, Eastlake 20, Otay Ranch 7.
Well, we know that you got to get back to the station for 10 News at 11 now.
I have 10. I got another job I have to do. I have to do 10 News at 11 o'clock.
Steve Smith's doing it all. He's on digital. He's on TV tonight.
So they can have a sports segment tonight.
Right.
So I hate to leave you hanging with a quarter to go, but yeah.
This is your best time to get out. Yeah.
I have part 2 of my job. To
right.
do, so.
So with that, check out Steve on 10 News at 11. Right.
10 News 11.
Yep.
Early on, we got Padres Dodgers tonight. Yep. So a big night in sports. So
yeah,
I have to be heading there. They're waiting for me.
Right on. All right. Thank you again, Steve, for joining us. We're going to continue with Eastlake versus Otay here at Eastlake High School as they kick off the fourth quarter of their senior night game here. So thank you again, Steve.
It was a pleasure. Mark, it's always a pleasure to work with you. We'll do it again in the fall.
Once we have like a regular season once again.
Quarterback for the Mustangs.
We'll do it again, the season finale.
From their own 12
Mark, I
yard
will
line.
see you back at the station.
Take care, Steve. And we'll start off here in the fourth quarter, 12 minutes to go.
Number 17, Joseph Firebar.
Handoff.
Takes the handoff around left
Number
end.
17. Joseph
Stopped by Will
Fireball.
Smith and Jaden Jackson. Gain of about 3 yards on the play. 2nd and 7.
3-yard gain, giving Otay Ranch a little more room to work with. Mustangs 2nd and 7. Once again over to Fireball.
Rudden's pass complete to number 17, Joseph Fireball. Stopped immediately. Christian Aguilar and Gabe Acosta. That'll be a loss on the play of about 3 yards. Brings up 3rd and 10.
If you've been with us since halftime at least, you'll recall Fireball, his name hasn't been called too much tonight. But now the 182 receiver starting to pick up, be worked into the game plan a little more. Over to DJ
Pass
Meno,
complete to
number 5.
DJ Meno, who turns upfield for a sizable gain. This will be easily enough for a Mustang first down.
Mustangs picking up a first down
12 yards on that play.
at the
Up by number
27-yard
Jaden
line.
Jackson. First down, Mustangs.
10-14 left in the game. Brian Roden hands off again to Carl Addy.
Carl Addy, the ball carrier. Will Smith, Tony Gonzalez on the tackle. Nice gain on the play. Just about 7 yards.
Handoff to Carl Addy again.
Carl Addy, the ball carrier. Nowhere to go. Number 55, Matthew Vargas on the stop. That's going to be a loss.
We lose a few yards there. Third and 7.
3rd and 7.
Mustangs on their own 30-yard line. Brian Rudden trying to find somewhere to go with
The
that.
quarterback, Brian Rudd, is sacked in the backfield by the Titans. Number 50, Isaiah Hinojosa. Big loss on the play. Fourth and 14.
Number 50, Isaiah Hinojosa,
And the Mustangs are in punt formation.
coming down with the sack there.
Isaac Bueno and Tony Gonzalez around midfield for the Titans.
Eastlake will take over on their own 45. 7:59 left in the
punt finally
game.
Stops at just about the 45-yard line of Eastlake, where the Titans will take over 1st and 10.
Eastlake switching up the QB game a lot this matchup. Looks like this drive they're going to go with number 14, Johnny Limon. Low snap. Limon airing it out. Intended for number 13, Jordan Blondin.
Pass falls incomplete. Great looking pass on the play by number 14, Johnny Limon.
Blondin would have picked that one up probably around the Mustangs 20 with a lot of open space.
Brings up a 2nd and 10 for Eastlake.
Instead, Titans 2nd and 10 on their 45. Handoff to number 19, Nahum Lau.
Number 19, Nahum Lau, the ball carrier. Nice gain right up the middle, hard running.
Gain of about
Stopped by number 21, Keith Robertson.
8 yards.
Gain of 9 yards on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 1.
Call it 9 yards. Titans take over now on Mustang territory at the 46-yard line.
Big pressure on the quarterback.
Johnny Limon getting rid of it.
Pass. Ball's incomplete.
Saw two Mustangs really quickly after that snap.
Good chance they do not punt it right here.
Titans 4th and 1. With about 7:20 left in the game. And that'll be the first down. Eastlake.
Richard Agnew, the ball carrier up the middle. Only needed 1 yard. Looks like got about 4 or 5. Easy enough for a Titan first down.
Limon hands off to number 5, Christian Aguilar. He drives the ball a few yards just to pick up the first down. First and 10. Limon hands off to number 19, Nahum Lau.
Nahum Lau, the ball carrier.
Picks up a few yards.
Stopped by number 3, Jonathan Nava.
It's going to be about 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2 yards. Second down.
Another handoff to number 19, Nahum Lau.
Number 19, Lau, the ball carrier.
This time met
Up
by
the middle, short yardage.
a few
Met by a
Mustangs.
host of Mustangs. Led by number 36, Sebastian Miramontes. Perhaps a yard on the play. Third down.
Titans on the Mustangs 40. 3rd and 8, 5:50 left in the game. Johnny Limon intended for number 13, Jordan Blondin again.
Pass is dropped.
Couldn't bring it down.
It was 3rd and about 7. Incomplete brings up 4th down.
Another big pass to Blondin. Would have opened up Eastlake to a new set of downs. Instead, it looks like it's going to be 4th and 8.
Fourth and a long 6, maybe a short 7.
Lamone again. Airing it out, intended for, looks like number 80. Nicholas Hernandez.
Incomplete. There was a little contact, but no flag on the play. This will be a turnover on downs.
Mustang now starting off with some good field position at their own 40. 5:34 left in the game.
First down for the Mustangs at their own 40-yard line.
Otay Ranch has a few opportunities so far this game. Good field position. Haven't quite been able to capitalize on it. Brian Rudden turning quickly.
Pass complete to Joseph Fireball.
Pass number 17, Joseph Fireball.
Time contact out there after a short gain. Looks like he'll pick up about 5 yards. 2nd and 5.
Once again here in the 4th, Otay Ranch is opening up the pass game a little more, working in Fireball. For 58.
That looks like some encroachment on the Titans. We'll wait for the official call. It is.
Flag on the play there against Eastlake. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Mustang is going to take over.
They're moving the chains
at midfield.
That's the first down.
With a fresh set of downs. Handoff intended for number 3, it looked like. Jonathan Nava.
Number 30, the ball carrier, James Morales, hit immediately in the backfield, but great defensive penetration by the Titans. This is a loss of about 3 yards.
Otay Ranch on their 47. 2nd and 3. About 2 minutes left in the game. Brian Rudden scrambles. Almost connects with number 5, DJ Meno.
Tremendous effort by the quarterback to escape the pressure and get a pass off downfield. Almost a great catch by DJ Meno. But it does fall incomplete.
Otay Ranch is going to try that again. 3rd and 13 from their 47. Running over to number 2, Jalen Sanders.
Pass complete to number 2, Jalen Sanders.
It's going to find him for about a 8-yard gain.
Tackled at the 45-yard line of Eastlake.
It's going to bring up 4th and 5 now for Otay Ranch. They're going to take over there on the 45 with about 3.5 minutes left.
They awarded 1 more yard, so it goes to the 44. 4th and 4 for the Mustangs.
4th and 4. Brian Rudden, short pass over to number 5, DJ Meno. Finds a lot of room to keep running. He's going to be taken out over by the 10-yard line about.
There is a flag way back in the backfield. Looks like we got a roughing the passer against Eastlake.
As you heard the PA right there, penalty against Eastlake.
Looks like Meno is knocked out of bounds just inside the 10.
But a big gain for Otay Ranch. looking to close things up here with a 20-7 game, entering about 3 minutes left.
Sideline infraction against the Mustangs, and we also have the personal foul roughing the passer against the Titans.
It's like a extra penalty flag there left by the refs.
Looks like there are 2 personal fouls against the Titans. Either way, the ball is way, way down deep.
And that's going to put Otay Ranch in some good position here. From about 2 yards out. Looking to finally find their way into the end zone again. Eastlake has kept the Mustangs back
First and goal
for
the Mustangs.
about 2.5 quarters now. 3:06 left in the game.
Timeout. Timeout, Eastlake.
Mustangs now first and goal.
First and goal for the Mustangs at the 3-yard line.
Brian Rudden doesn't have a lot of time there to find someone.
Looks like they're waving an incomplete pass. Either way, great defense by the Titans to break that up.
Thankfully for the Mustangs, that's not going to be a sack.
So it's just an incomplete pass for the Mustangs.
And they'll get the ball back at the 3-yard line, second and goal. Brian Rudden, handoff to number 1, Carl Addy. Pick up a yard.
He did not get in the end zone, but he's very, very close. Third and goal from the 1.
Third and goal now for Otay Ranch. Hoping to get within a possession here.
With
about 2:22 left in the game.
Against Eastlake. Half the distance to the goal, which is not very far, so a few inches on this penalty. Still third and goal.
Not much different with that penalty, but Otay Ranch now knocking on the door. And it looks like that's going to be in.
Otay Ranch.
Mustangs tack on another TD.
The quarterback, number 15, Brian Rudden, with the quarterback sneak for 1
With
yard.
2:12 left in the game.
Zone for a Mustang touchdown.
Rudin decides to keep it himself.
Number 17, Joseph Fireball, set
Run it
to
in.
attempt the extra point try.
Fireball. Going for receiver to kicker now. punching in for the extra
The
point.
extra point attempt is good. With 2 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter of play, your score, Eastlake 20, Otay Ranch 14.
2:12 left. Eastlake will take over now with a one-score game.
Eastlake has lots of players up. The hands team, perhaps expecting an onside kick.
Otay Ranch with the onside kick there.
It's
going to go out of bounds.
Legs of number 10, Jaden Kendricks.
Looks like Eastlake's going to start on their own 40-yard line.
The ball did go out of bounds after it went through his legs, so we're looking for a spot. Looks like they're calling it the 40-yard line of Eastlake. Timeout, Eastlake.
Timeout Eastlake with 2:12 left in the game here. Both teams evenly matched throughout this entire game, keeping it close. Otay Ranch finally able to get a score in, their first since the first quarter. It's going to be a handoff there to number 24, Esteban Moss.
Number 24, Esteban Moss, the ball carrier. Off left tackle. Met by a host of Mustangs. This will be a loss. Call it loss of 1.
Loss of a couple of yards there. Eastlake, 2nd and 11. Another handoff.
Number 2, Trayton White, the ball carrier. Short gain up the middle.
Trayton White taking it.
Otay Ranch.
Grabbing a few yards. About 3rd and 7.
3 yards on that last play.
1:34 left in the game.
3rd and 8.
Eastlake now on their 47-yard line. Eastlake 3rd and 8 with 1:34 left.
Wow, big gain.
Handoff there to number 5, Trayton White. Excuse me, number 5, Christian Aguilar.
That's Christian Aguilar. And that's a first down for the Titans.
Big gain there. Eastlake taking it into Otay Ranch territory. First down from the 37-yard line. About a minute 15 left in the game here. Another handoff to number 4 this time, Will Smith. About a gain of 5.
Gain of about 4 yards up the middle. Second down.
And Eastlake's now going to run out of the clock. Half a minute left in the game.
Quarterback takes a knee for the Titans.
It's going to bring the final here to 2014 Eastlake.
That was victory formation. Take a look at the clock.
Over Otay Ranch.
The clock's going to expire before they need to run one more play.
And that's going to be the ball game, folks. 20-14. Eastlake walks away with the win here over Otay Ranch.
Your final score this evening: Eastlake Titans 20, Otay Ranch Mustangs 14.
Both teams, as we said in the beginning here, evenly matched, kept the game close. Both coming off of pretty strong wins as well.
For our senior cheerleaders and our senior football players, it was a tremendous evening, a truly memorable evening. Tremendous ball game. Congratulations to the Titans.
And as you heard from PA, there are a lot of seniors on the field here playing their last game in this pandemic-shortened season. Definitely a memorable one. And there you see Otay Ranch coming onto the track, saying hi to family and friends, taking in the moment. And the Mustangs may not be walking away with the win here, but definitely a memorable night. You see out there number 8 from Eastlake. Seniors out there last game taking it in. For Eastlake, taking in that win, just being on the field one more time with their team. For Otay Ranch, maybe not walking away with the win, but still taking in that time with their team as well on the field. Coach Lance Christensen over there talking with the team. Surely talking about this season. When we talked with Lance and some team members earlier this week, stressing the importance of how important it's been to work together with the limited amount of games that they've had this season. And what better way to win it, or end it, excuse me, win or lose, than this rivalry game here at Eastlake. And with that, once again, here at Eastlake High, Otay Ranch, Eastlake doing battle on the gridiron. Eastlake walking away with the win, 20-14 on this senior night for the Mustangs. And we want to thank you guys for joining us here tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. And with that, Eastlake again, 20-14 over Otay Ranch here at Eastlake High for this senior night game. A lot of these seniors, their last time on the field. And you see right there, Otay Ranch kind of taking it in. Coach giving the guys a pep talk. And that'll do it for us here at Eastlake High. Thanks again for joining us.